Yes, hang in there. You're almost done. Perfect. Hey, my name is Van Christensen. I'm running for clerk auditor. I'm a lifelong resident of Davis County, a former small business owner, and a happily married father of 5 children. I'm running to make Davis County a better place. As a local government division director for the state auditor, John Frugal Dougal, and I have to say that the Attorney General did a better job of that talk than John does. I've heard that before. But as heading up that local government division, I'm keenly aware of the many responsibilities of the clerk auditor's office. However, my message is that auditing is a critical piece of the clerk auditor's office that is not happening. Now, why do audits matter? I've heard many call out the federal government or other major cities such as Detroit for reckless spending. In 2013, Detroit filed for bankruptcy and was the largest municipal bankruptcy filing in U.S. history. Detroit's problem was promising pension benefits and not setting aside the money to pay for them. This irresponsibility dumps the financial burdens today onto our children and grandchildren to pay tomorrow. Davis County is not immune to this practice. Deficient audit practices have failed to identify and rein in reckless spending. For example, in addition to the regular retirement program, the county has a program to pay health insurance for some retired employees. The amount owed for this single benefit is $21.6 million. But as of the date of their most recent financial report, they haven't set aside a dime to pay for it. That's almost $68 for every man, woman, and child living in Davis County. Were you aware of this? That's $21.6 million that our children and grandchildren are going to have to pay for our lifestyle today. Because of the rapid increase in health insurance costs, many governments, including the state of Utah, have reined in this type of benefit and begun to fund it. But Davis County has failed to act. This is not being fiscally conservative. This practice is no different than what the federal government does and what the city of Detroit did that led to financial ruin. If this is the first time you've heard about this unfunded liability, you're not alone. On the regular part of their financial statements, less than half of this liability is displayed. You have to go to page 69 of a 156-page financial report to see that the actual liability is $21.6 million. This is not transparency. As the clerk auditor, I will make policymakers and citizens aware of critical information. I am strongly opposed to kicking the can down the road. One of the greatest risks for our political system is campaign contributions and endorsements. Recent problems with the Attorney General's office have highlighted this. I have worked on audits of that Attorney General's office. I owe nothing to anyone that I would be auditing. I am independent. I would treat the inefficient or wasteful use of funds by a county commissioner the same way that I would for a line-level employee. As your clerk auditor, I bring a fresh, objective look at historical programs and practices. I have no ownership in the way things have always been done. My experience is broad. It includes evaluating the financial practices of over 1,000 local governments in the state of Utah. It is not limited to a single county or a single office within a county. This experience makes me uniquely qualified to serve as your county auditor. I'm the only candidate with a plan to improve upon the good things the county auditor already does. I will do fraud audits. I will do performance audits looking for inefficiencies, waste, abuse, and I will improve transparency. If you want a clerk auditor who will not rock the boat and will maintain the status quo, I'm not your candidate. But if you want a candidate who is fiscally conservative in practice and not name only, vote for Van. If you want to vote for fresh ideas with the experience to back them up, vote for Van. If you want to vote for transparent government, vote for Van. I'm Van Christensen, and I ask for your vote to become Davis County's next clerk auditor.